Alright guys, they're playing some Yone top lane versus Gangplank or Poppy, and what we're running in this game is Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Demolish, and then we also specifically have Second Wind. Now this game, I'm going to show how to carry planes on Yone. It's going to be a fun one, because as it appears, it's actually a Gangplank. We actually have Second Wind, which means that every single time that we're going to be tanking Qs or barrels, we will always heal back. So it's going to be a fun one. Yone top is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. You can't go wrong playing it. I much more recommend Yone top lane than Yone mid actually. This is definitely, in my opinion, better. Okay, so Gangplank, all you need to know about Gangplank is that his level 1, 2, 3 is actually really strong. But fortunately we're playing Yone. Our level 1, 2 is also really strong, and actually in fact better than Gangplank. If you can get like the level 1 fight versus him, you actually get to win this. But only if you don't tank too many barrels, right? That's where it could go wrong. His passive also does like an insane amount of damage. Now we're simply shoving the lane out here because we're tanking too much. Ooh, I actually want to try and get the barrel. Okay. Nice. Already got him very low. Always take out the barrels if you can, right before he gets the Q off, preferably. Now they have a Gragas in the jungle, which is actually a massive counter pick in a lot of ways. His ganks are insanely strong, but you can outplay them. And if you predict where he's pathing to, it's completely avoidable. Ooh, nice sidestep. Managed to dodge the barrel, not taking any damage. Now this is a little bit of a tough one, because if I were to walk up, I would tank a barrel. Okay, GG. As long as Warwick does not touch the wave right now, and me neither, I'm gonna be winning even harder. The reason why is after fighting, whether it's like a winnable fight or not, like if the opponent dies, he must teleport back to lane. If he doesn't teleport, then he's gonna lose a massive amount of the farm, right? So he has to teleport, there's no other option. Otherwise he will lose too much XP, so I absolutely refuse the Warwick to like touch the wave. It would be really good though if Warwick were to tank the wave, but I don't think it would have made any difference considering he went for the teleport anyways. So now we have a really good time, because we already have 2 kills, we have like an XP advantage. From here we can just build up. Okay, now here comes the next important part of the lane. We're now going to be stacking waves as much as we can, right? So instead of like hard pushing, we want the wave to build up as much as possible. And what happens is we can go for easier trades. I'll walk away from it because I would tank another Q otherwise. It's okay to take this damage. I got a red buff, so it's not affecting my lane. And there you go. Now, we're not staying around. A lot of people right now, most of you guys would be staying here. Now, the reason why we don't is actually very, very, very important, okay? The reason why we don't is because we can't poke him under tower, right? We could try, but it's probably not worth it. Instead, we buy a longsword. We let Gangplank do his thing, we walk back to lane, and the wave will automatically bounce my direction because it was like under tower previously. Check this out. We have item advantage right now because we backed. Check this out. We're strong enough to freeze. If he decides to back off now, then my lane is officially over, because I'll be able to take away a lot of XP from him. So if he backs here, then it's GG. If he decides to stay, then it's also GG, because I can kill him. It's his choice. And he decided to back off. Alright, we're about to get a massive XP advantage because of this. Do you guys see how important wave management is? If you have proper wave management in this game, if you know precisely what you have to do with the wave, then you can make leads so incredibly easy. He lost so much XP right now. And now we just maintain this. There you go. And we go in. We go in again. Charge my Qs. Always pretty good. As you can see, I purposely decided to hold my Q, not use my Q, right? The reason why I did that is because if you hold my Q, we can see specifically in which direction Gangplank is going to walk into. So instead of like trying to predict where he's going to walk and hit the Q and get sidestepped, right? We just actually wait until we precisely know where he's going to go. And sidestepping is going to be a lot harder to do if we know where he's going. So now we've gotten ourselves a plating here. I'm just going to get myself a secondary plating actually, because we're in a luxury position where even if we don't bag, we can just take another wave, right? Now we got to be a little careful about Gangplank. We're taking some risk right now. But so far, I can tell Gangplank is not here. I mean, Gragas is not here because he's not playing aggressive. Actually, I think we might even get another one. No, never mind. I'm not going to stay around because it's actually very risky right now. So we'll head back once again. We go for recurve bow. There you go. So one thing I want to point out there, we're building towards Blade of the Rune King. Now this guy is not going for a, he's not a tank, right? It's not like we're playing against Warren or whatever. We're still going Blade of the Rune King because it provides sustain. And Blade of the Rune King also works super well versus Gragas, as well as Poppy. These two champions actually get really tanky. So if we build Blade, we counter them in the mid game. And let's shove this out. There we go. We hard shove because I suspect that Gangplank is still trying, you know, to buy his items. As you can see, he actually went for a teleport. I think I'm gonna place a ward down for Gragas. There you go. And now comes a little advanced laning technique. We're going to be dragging the wave under, you know, into this brush. Actually, place the ward down. Are you kidding? Okay. This technique allows you to bounce the wave off in your direction. So Greg is a bot lane, by the way. It allows you to let the wave bounce your direction so that you can play more aggressively. So it's really good if you're trying to get your opponent out of the tower range. It's a really good technique, I guess. I'm gonna hard shove. His teleport is on cooldown, so if he backs off right now, he will lose the entire wave, which is really bad for him. So we just gotta chase him down. The longer we chase him down right now, the more farm he will lose, right? So I'm purposely chasing him down just to delay the backport, and that means he will lose more farm right here. In fact, he's staying. He doesn't know what to do. And we got 2 again. Now, I purposely decided again to hold my third Q. So I could see better in which direction they were both going. So I could maybe hit like 2 of them at the same time. So let's pick up another one. Poppy is in mid. There's no like risk anywhere right here. The Gangplank teleport is on cooldown. which means that Gangplank is unable to move. Gragas is actually alive right now, but even if he moves topside, I'll still beat him. At least I should be able to. There we go. I'm gonna back off here because I got way too much. You can see Gragas just doesn't care about like fighting me because I was stronger than him. So yeah, let's go back. We're gonna be building Blade, and after Blade, we're gonna go specifically Kraken Slayer. So let's just build another recurve bow. Really nice to have. I'm gonna go for blue trinket because we're level 9, actually level 10. And well, let's make it back. This guy is going for a Sense Reaver, which means that he's not really tanky, but his Sheen plus crit chance actually makes his Q super broken. Like he can actually hit Q and do like 400, 500 damage if he wants. So he looks very weak, but his damage is insane right now. So now's a really good time to be very careful. Got him. I take the kill for myself because I feel confident in 1v9ing this game. If you're playing a champion like Yone, it's absolutely okay to take the kills, obviously, for yourself. If you're feeling confident. Just saying that out there, right? If you're not confident playing this champion, then I don't know why you're playing the champion. You gotta get confident playing it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hard time. If you're still learning Yone, I highly recommend, if it's your first couple times playing it and you're not feeling confident yet, just get yourself a few times in practice to see the amount of damage you can do. You gotta feel very confident in the damage you're doing and like the plays you're making, similar to playing Yasuo. If you're not playing aggressively enough, you're gonna be missing kills. I purposely decide to hold my E, because by doing so, if he were to flash to the left side or right side of the, you know, of me, I could just hit my E and then I could just chase him down. So holding my E right there would keep me close to him, which is exactly what we need. Now we can just auto this because we're actually very strong. There we go. Let's walk away. I don't care about the inhib. Even if we could take it, I don't care because the inhib gives them free farm. Because the lane will push his direction more, which is really bad. Alright, so let's get back. I'm specifically buying... I'm gonna sell this one, and then we're gonna go into this one and crit chance. We're gonna be pathing back top. It would be really good if we path mid lane, because of the dragon. We'll see what happens. I hope that my teammates don't fight. Please don't. Would be really bad if they fight, because I got a wave right here and the Gangplank that I gotta kill. And they fight. Yeah, it's fine though. I got this game. I'm not feeling like I'm worried about like losing that dragon, but we gotta move there right now. Hey, that's a Gangplank. I have an idea. There you go. We're not going inhib like I said previously. Going for inhib this early in the game is not worth it. Trust me. Take the jungle camp so they will fall further behind. And let's pick up the wave in mid. That's a fight a dragon. We're gonna fix this. Let me push this too. If we push this wave, then they will lose all of the XP. We're gonna let that get on our tower. Now we're gonna be moving into the jungle. Huh. Okay, well that's fine, whatever. Sometimes that happens where you just don't get a kill because of CC. I'm not going to use my E. I'm going to keep it just for a little while. Now I use it because I need to get inside range. And I think that red buff is available. Probably. Let me check. Okay, yeah, red buff is available. And back up here. Now the reason, or well, how I know that red buff is there is because Gangplank did not take the red buff, otherwise he would have the red buff. And Gragas also did not have the red buff. And Gragas also wasn't topside for a while. Which means that the chance of like red buff existing there is like 9 out of 10. Like it probably hasn't been taken, so that's how I figured out that was there or not. So it's a very good way of like finding out. But either way, this is Yone top lane. Thanks so much for watching this YouTube video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.